Welcome to this Yoga Nidra practice. Threaded throughout many of the wisdom teachings is this core concept that highlights the fundamentals of meditation. That when one's own awareness is no longer operating through the sensory channels and instead is redirected towards the higher brain centers, then an alchemy takes place that lands the individual consciousness back into the universal spirit. Yoga Nidra is one such practice that uses intelligent technique to create this treasured homecoming. If you feel comfort and safety in my ability to guide you beyond the knowns of the mind, then open wide to the possibility that this homecoming is a shift away. The most important instructions are this. Total relaxation of the body becomes the doorway in to our omnipresence. We exist everywhere at the same time. And what inhibits this direct knowingness is the mind. The mind creates distortion and separates our attention to fixate on time and objects. Sleeping or mind wandering will continue the illusion of our distance from source consciousness. The secret is to stay wakeful in this practice of sleep. And this paradox is what the yogis have mastered. So now please lay yourself down in the fully conscious pose of Shavasana. You may like to place a thin cushion under your head, shaping the cushion so that it supports the natural arc in the neck. And distance your legs from the midline of the spine until the hip joints release. And draw the wings of your shoulder blades towards the pole of the spine so that they lie flat on the floor. And now let the weight of your heart and lungs rest on the support of the shoulder blades. Place your arms to the sides of your body with your palms turned up. Lengthen your lower back while honoring the natural curvature of your spine. You may place support under your thighs or knees to bring more relief to the lower back. And now sense the natural support of the shoulder blades and the support of the sacral bone and the underside of the skull. And then come to close your eyes and let them finally rest in the sanctuary of the sockets and begin their descent towards the midbrain. The outward looking is no longer needed. And the eyes drop further away from the underside of the eyelids. Now that the body is set in its posture, take a deep breath in and pause. And as you exhale, release. Again, take another deep breath in and pause at the top. And release the breath out as the body weight yields into the ground. Take a deep breath in as the lower belly swells. Pause. And as you exhale, release yourself completely into the posture of Shavasana. And be still. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Nothing is being asked of your body at this time. Let it slip into a natural healing state that simply happens when it is allowed to consciously rest. Witness your outer form of the body grow quieter and quieter into a silent state of non-action. And now awaken your attention inwardly to the transcendental aliveness that lies at the heart of presence. Grow your attention more consciously into the alive and awakened presence. And be grounded inside your body in open awareness. And with a still and quiet mind, no longer influenced by the wheels of karma, you are free to choose and align with what is true for you now. The ancients called this vow or statement that attunes one's individual consciousness with higher universal truth, sankalpa. Reach your awareness through the quiet mind into your higher consciousness. And what quality, virtue, or attribute is wanting to be realized? Is it mind liberation, spiritual activation, total health and well-being, divine union, awakening? You are free to choose your own resolution, your sankalpa. And this seed, when planted into the ripe and fertile ground of quiet mind, becomes your soul's guiding light towards its highest destiny. Choose only one sankalpa, and then give your undivided attention to it. Nurture and grow it every time you enter the Yoga Nidra state. And now silently repeat it 3 times to set it into full motion. Now open your attention to the consciousness of your body, the sheath of Maya that the yogis call Annamaya Kosha. Remain in the space of the body and gently focus your attention on each of the internal points of yourself as my voice guides you. The moving of your attention throughout your body creates an energetic flow in your brain that naturally deepens the awareness. The practice begins on the right side of the body. Move now into the tip of the right thumb, and the tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, thumb and all 4 fingers together, and the right wrist, elbow, shoulder tip, right side ribs, right hip, knee, ankle, Tip at the right big toe. Tip at the second toe. Tip of the middle toe. Tip of the fourth toe. Tip at the little toe. Place awareness into the whole right side of your body and observe and sense it deeply and rest. Awareness flows to the left side and moves into the tip of the left thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the little finger, left thumb and all four fingers, left wrist, elbow, shoulder tip, left side ribs, left hip, the knee, ankle, tip of the left big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the left middle toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the little toe. Deepen your awareness of the whole left side of the body in conscious rest. Move now to the underside of the body, to the back of the right heel, back of the left heel, right buttock, left buttock, the right wing of the shoulder blade, and the left wing of the shoulder blade, back side of the head. Place your attention underneath the body and sense the whole backside altogether. Now walk awareness to the crown of the head, into the center of the eyebrows, the right side temple, left side temple, and the space between the temples, and the right eye, and the left eye, the right ear, and the left ear, the right nostril, and the left nostril, upper lip, and the lower lip. Move inside of the mouth to the upper palate, to the whole of the tongue, and the back of the throat. Move awareness down to the space between the breasts, and the right side chest, and the left side chest, to the navel and the lower abdomen. Deepen your awareness inside of the body and land onto the spine. Trace attention up the whole length of the spine from the base to the brain stem. Now to the whole brain and the whole spine. And then bring attention to the major parts of the body as you grow more awareness into the right arm, and the whole right arm from the shoulder down to the tips of the fingers. Feel this part of your body as it exists right now. Maintain awareness in that area of the body as you grow into the whole left arm. From the shoulder to the tips of the fingers. Feel this space in the body as it is right now. Maintain awareness in that area. And now come to sense the right leg from the hip socket down to the sole of the foot. The whole right leg. And bring awareness into the whole left leg. From the left hip socket down to the sole. Feel the space in the body right in this moment. Now maintain awareness of both legs and both arms. And grow into the sensations and the presence of into the abdomen and the lower back and the chest line and the upper back into the channel of the neck and the head and the face. And come to bring awareness to Anamaya Kosha. As you sense the presence of your whole body. Tend to the open, ripe, and sacred body. Now the body continues to deepen its rest. The awareness now shifts to the breath, to the natural and spontaneous breath. And this breath that is breathing you. Become increasingly aware of this animating force of life. And follow the breath in through both nostrils and filling up both sponge-like lungs evenly and symmetrically. And this breath is the vehicle of the pranic life force. And as this breath becomes primary in your focus, the awareness can drop down to the level of the cells of your body and start to sense the vibration of the cells as they receive a fresh influx of life force. Exhaling out stagnant and expired energy from the body. Inhaling in vital energy. The awareness is functioning at the cellular level now. Where the gas exchange occurs. Observe and watch how the breath maintains a perfect balance within your system, giving and receiving, and moving life force tirelessly throughout the body. Watch this most intelligent process. The body is relaxed, and there's no interference or control of the spirited breath. You are being breathed. Life is choosing you with each inhale. Rest even deeper inside. Now go inside the breath, inside the vehicle, and open up to the energy that is there. Feel energy, the energy that is moving in your body, and the energy that is infused into each cell. Sense energy moving in your spine. Energy moving up the spine on a journey to the brain, to the higher consciousness at the crown of the head. Now, in a moment, I'll bring your attention to awaken opposite sensations that arise within your physical body. And when these sensations are allowed to surface with non-attachment, this will harmonize the brain centers and bring about homeostasis, and bring the teachings of equanimity deeper into one's knowingness. Bring forward the experience of pain. And this can be physical pain, pain that you have experienced in the past. You may feel this through aches and tightness and tension in the body. Or you can imagine being pricked by 1,000 pins all over the body. And allow this intense physical pain where your whole body aches. Let this rise up in your awareness as you feel the sensations associated with pain. Stay detached. Stay completely detached as you feel only the sensations. Create the experience of pain as clearly as possible, yet let the body remain totally relaxed. Now come to experience the opposite sensation of pain, and that is pleasure. Allow the feeling of complete pleasure to envelope you. Manifest this experience of pleasure in your entire body. You may recall receiving a very loving embrace. You are relaxed and completely detached, but opening and sensing pleasure as it expresses itself physically inside of your body. Now come to recall pain once again. Pain perhaps awakened by being pricked by 1,000 pins all over the body. And at the same moment, recall pleasure. The sensation of being embraced very lovingly. And now hold both pain and pleasure as the body remains completely relaxed. The awareness is detached, and yet the sensations are fully alive and awakened inside the body. And now release pain and pleasure and come to experience the sensation of being connected. Start to imagine growing out of the tailbone a long cord that then gets plugged in to universal consciousness, universal energy. Just like plugging a cord into a socket, you're plugged in now to the universal energy. And start to feel this abundance of energy now flowing back through the cord and coming into the base of the body, tingling into the spine. And sense this life force energy running through the whole nervous system, into the arm channels, into the legs, flowing into all parts of the body. You may feel tingling sensations in the head as energy sprouts like a fountain out of the crown and all over the body. Energy radiating out of the palms and the soles of the feet. Just open up to the sensation of receiving a massive amount of energy. Streams and rivers running through the body. Just maintain relaxation and open up to the sensations that arise with increased energy running through you. And now come to experience the opposite sensation and that of feeling disconnected. So the plug being pulled out of the socket of the Mahaprana, the master energy, and feel the diminishing life force in the body. The rivers starting to be dried up, mere dribbles into the arms and the legs and the head. Just feel the sensations of the body receiving little to no extra energy from the source. The body stays relaxed and experience just a very minimal amount of energy flowing through the body. And now come back, let it all go, and come back to an equal state where the brain and the body are harmonized in a state of homeostasis. Resting in a balanced state. Now guide your attention to the viewing screen at the eyebrow center. Open awareness into this intuitive and creative space. And the yogis call this Vijnanamaya Kosha, the higher mind, or the inner faculty of knowledge and wisdom. Remain in this space at the eyebrow center as I rapidly list off objects. And use your imagination to spontaneously visualize these unique energetic forms. Lay to rest any expectations and simply open to the creative attribute of consciousness. The razor's edge of a sword, the desert's darkness, glowing hands of a healer, glowing hands of a healer, glowing hands of a healer. Jewel inside a lotus flower, 5-pointed star, piercing eyes of an owl, deep penetrating roots of a tree, the dark side of the moon, your inner child, your inner child, your inner child, a hungry ghost, a golden chalice, endless rolling waves in the ocean, the brightest star in the night sky, an endless winding path, emerald green lake, the 10 Commandments, the orange cloth of a Swami, a stairway to heaven. Look deeper into the stairway, and the stairway starts at the base of your spine. Each vertebrae of the spine being a stair leading to the north pole of the spine, to the heaven's gate. Sense the spiritual energy The cerebral spinal fluid pumping and flowing gracefully up the spinal staircase towards the long stem-like structure of the brain stem. Walk the staircase all the way up to the brain stem. And this is the gateway towards higher consciousness. Make your ascension up the spine. Begin your journey walking up your spine. Evolving your consciousness one step at a time. Right foot, left foot. Moving beyond the material trappings of the physical world. Keep going. Right foot, left foot. Feeling your equanimous nature of the emotional dualities. Keep going up the spine. Right foot, left foot. Undisturbed by the continuous streams of thoughts and the turbulence of the mind's creations. Right foot, left foot. Walk through your clean and spotless heart. Keep walking up the spine. And now go through the mouth of the brain stem, which is the gateway to higher realms. And now fixate your attention at the eyebrow center, on the eye of consciousness. Right now, the eye of consciousness is looking at you. Penetrate deeper into the spiritual eye. Open awareness deeper into this space with the intensity of a disciple in the presence of their master. Bind the mind to this one point. And this is Dharana. Unbroken attention on the eye. Stay right here. Stabilize the mind in its own identity. Allow the mind to know itself. I leave you for a few moments now to merge into the spiritual eye. For spiritual truth and wisdom are not found in any words, but in the wilderness of inner silence. Now you're in direct communication with your higher consciousness. And it is the most opportune time to mentally state your sankalpa. For the field of intelligence is listening, and the disciple of the cells are open to receive an inspiring message of transformation. And the mind is quiet. And so call forth your sankalpa. The same sankalpa you made at the beginning of this practice. And place it into the eyebrow center on the altar of the spiritual eye. And let the words and the energetic tone of the sankalpa linger in this space as you fixate your awareness on it. Your attention is activating this energy and putting it into motion. Now silently repeat it 3 times, understanding that this is the law of word. State it with full conviction of its truth. Now return back to the familiar and safe space of the breath. Your unique energetic signal in infinite space. Continue to sense your breath. And experience the silence on all levels of being, on the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. The silence. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. The neutralization of the whirlpools of feeling in the consciousness. With the gentleness, start to expand your awareness to the shape and the form of your physical body. The body in the posture of Shavasana, being held by the ground. and redirect the awareness to flow back out through the sensory channels and to re-engage with the outer world. And the practice of Yoga Nidra is now completed. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.